Alright guys, so you guys see that clip. And it is beautiful. Snow is beautiful. But at the same time, it's very dangerous. And yes, it's dangerous because, it's cold outside and you can freeze to death, for one. And ice and snow when you're driving can make you slip off the road and crash. So it is dangerous. It's beautiful, but it's deadly at the same time. And the reason, but the most important thing is that I'm trying to get at, it is dangerous for people in recovery. And you wonder why do I say that? Why do I say it's dangerous for the people in recovery? And I'm gonna tell you why. There's a couple of reasons why I say that, and this is what I want to speak on today. Because for one, when it snows outside, guys, you want to be stuck in the house because who wants to go outside in that? You know what I mean? You go outside, you go straight into your car, or you go straight walking or to catch the bus or wherever you got to do to get where you got to go. And then guess what? You're coming right back to your house. You know what I'm saying? And you might think that, yeah, it might not be dangerous because, what do you mean? Like, that ain't dangerous to go do what you got to do. Who wants to be outside? Yes, absolutely. And you are absolutely correct. But at the same time, think about how you just sitting in the house all day and there's no sunshine. You can't go outside and get fresh air and stuff like that. What does that make you? What it make you feel like? Yep, you're absolutely right. It makes you feel depressed. You know what I mean? And that's dangerous. Depression is very dangerous for people in recovery. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real thing. So that is one thing that you have to be careful about. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important for us, people in recovery, to at least get out of the house sometimes and go to our meetings or go to our counselor or go to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Because just sitting in the house for 2 or 3 months until the snow hits and it gets nice outside. You know what I'm saying? It's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say snow in winter is dangerous for people in recovery. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings a lot of depression. You know what I mean? And not even just that. Because, and the other thing about the depression, and I think I spoke on this last time, because when winter time comes a lot of holidays. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of holidays is dangerous for us in recovery too. And that's just point blank period. Like there's no getting around that factor. You have to, the holiday's gonna come no matter what. You just gotta be ready to know how to, you know what I mean, to keep going with them. And that's just one of the ways that, and the other ways is a lot of memories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of memories. When you sitting in the house because of you don't want to go outside because of the snow and all that. You try to stay warm and cozy in your house, which is cool. You know what I mean? All you have time to do is think. And downtime is very dangerous for people in recovery. You know what I mean? It really is. Because of the fact of, like I said, you got a lot of time to think. And our mind is dangerous, it really is. Because it goes 1,000 miles a minute, and that's for sure. And sometimes we can't stop those dangerous thoughts. Like, you know what, oh man, it is freezing outside, and man, maybe I should just go get me a beer. One beer ain't gonna hurt, and that is absolutely wrong. One beer is gonna hurt. Let's be honest. It is gonna hurt. Because one beer leads to liquor, leads to a lot of things, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And that's just in the point of drugs and alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about all the other addictions like gambling and stuff like that, and all the other stuff that's out there. That addiction. You know what I'm saying? And recovery is not for drugs and alcohol. Like I said before, and I haven't got on that topic in a while, but I'm going to bring it back in this topic because this channel is just not for drugs and alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And it's dangerous for them, especially for you too, guys. Let's just be honest. You sitting in the house and you're sitting there and you like, man, I don't got nothing to do. I'm bored. It's cold outside. It's snow outside, and I ain't got not a dang thing to do. Let me get on the gambling app on my phone and start gambling. No, let's not do that, guys. Let's not do that. Let's figure something else out to do. You better pick up a book. You better do something like that. And you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I mean. It's not even just the point of the drugs and alcohol. It's the point of any kind of addiction. You're going to want to run back to your addiction no matter what. You know what I'm saying? When you get bored, what's the first thing you want to do? Do what you've been doing for multiple years to keep your mind and your body and everything occupied. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we have to be careful in the wintertime. And like I said, and this is what I'm trying to get at is what we need to do, guys, is we need to keep our mind occupied. You know what I mean? Like if you have a goal that you want to do, you know what I mean? Start planning for it. You know, read a book. You know what I'm saying? And TV is great to do, and absolutely, it keeps your mind occupied a little bit. But it's just the point of how much TV can you really watch before you just get bored of it, then start thinking about something else. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. It's not really a good thing. You know, it is. You only can just do so much. So you need to give yourself a limit to screen time. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, all that addiction, all that stuff that we're in recovery for, that we're trying to escape from, is all over that TV. You know what I'm saying? So you watch a movie and you see somebody drinking all through the movie. Guess what? It's gonna make you want to do. It's gonna make you want to drink. You know what I'm saying? You see them, they're going to the casino. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? It's gonna make you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Go to the casino. There's a lot of sex scenes on stuff on movies and stuff. It depends on what your addiction is and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, in general, let's just be honest. What your addiction is, you're gonna find that dang on thing on the movies and on that TV. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So I have a suggestion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you give yourself so much screen time that you can do. You know what I mean? Get out and even if you stop turning that TV off for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever the case may be, to do whatever something else that you got to do. You know what I mean? Like I said. But the good thing is, what I say is, like I said, go to a meeting. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while. They even have meetings on the internet that you can tap into. You know what I mean? Just something that's gonna keep your recovery strong because that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like I said, winter is a bad time for us in recovery, no matter what you're recovering from, because there really ain't nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? You get bored so easily, and it's not good. You know what I'm saying? And it and the thing about it is it's hard. You know what I mean? It's really hard to get through what you need to get through. You know. So like even get you a gym membership or something like that, you know, or read a book, like I said, but more of keeping your body busy too, because like that's what's gonna keep you occupied, and it's gonna keep you like tired out. You know what I mean? If you're too tired to think when you get home from the gym, guess what? You gonna want to eat and go to sleep. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And unfortunately, this goes for the people out there with food addiction. And like I said, my recovery channel is for everybody with addiction, and it's really bad for people with food addiction. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that, because you're just sitting around all day. You're in the house, you're sitting around, you're not getting no. So what do you want to do? You're gonna want to eat. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me trying to be funny. I'm just speaking the real. You know what I mean? Saying, and so you have to do other things to keep your mind occupied, especially with people with addictions like that. You know what I mean? Get you somewhere, like I said, a gym membership, so you're not sitting around all day. You know what I mean? Try to walk to the mailbox. Try to walk to the store instead of driving. You know what I mean? I know it's cold outside, but you know, at the same time, bundle up. You know what I'm saying? Bundle up. It's cold outside. Like what's the name used to say? I forget. You know who I'm talking about. But you just bundle up and you know what I'm saying, get to moving. And that ain't just for people with eating addiction. That's people in general. Like even though it's cold outside, no matter what your addiction is, you need to go out there and walk. You know what I'm saying? Walk somewhere. Get some fresh air, because the fresh air is going to be good for you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, winter is dangerous for us in recovery. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's dangerous, period, of course. But it's definitely dangerous for people in addiction. I mean, that's in recovery, I meant. That's trying to get out of addiction. You know what I mean? And the more important part about it is like I said, when I say go out and do something, I'm not saying go out and go to the bar because you think you can handle it, or go out and run the streets, or go hang out with the people that used to get you in trouble, or that you used to do your addiction with. You know what I'm saying? That is not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm saying finding new things to do that's not in your comfort zone. And that's the biggest thing too, that guys, that about recovery. Recovery is about getting out of your comfort zone. Because when you was in your addiction, you only did what was comfortable, what was you used to, what was you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is pushing that envelope for your comfort, pushing your mind, you know what I'm saying, to do something that you usually wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's give an example. If you're never had your DD or something for, or you think about going to college, or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Push that envelope. You know what I'm saying? If you think about starting your own business and you always had an idea of, oh, I would know I can make $1 million doing this, then push that envelope. You know what I'm saying? Get your butt up off that couch and go do something that's going to change, you know what I'm saying? Change your life, and not even just change your life, but change the way you used to think about life. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing. Because, like I said, guys, being on that couch in the wintertime, I know it's everybody thing. You know what I'm saying? And this, like I said, and it's just not people in recovery either. It's just everybody. You know what I'm saying? It gets you depressed, guys, and it gets you thinking about some crazy stuff that, you know what I'm saying, you would usually wouldn't think about. You know what I'm saying? You could be clean, or away from your addiction for 20, 30 years, and you get on that couch and you get the bored, and you be like, oh, I know it'll be fun. Oh, let me go do whatever the heck I was addicted to. Let me go get a bottle. Let me go get some drugs. Let me go gamble. Let me go do, you know what I'm saying? What you know for a fact that you are not supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? You know for a fact that you ain't supposed to be doing this. Because you know what it leads to. It leads you down a path that you do not want to go to no more. You know what I'm saying? That you've been avoiding for a long time. And this is the whole point, about the whole point of that your addiction is going to be with you for the rest of your life, and it will sit dormant in you for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It could be sitting, you know what I mean? Don't, like I said, no matter if you've been in recovery for 2 days to fucking 20 years, it will sit dormant and just wait. Like a something, like in the shadows, you know what I'm saying? And you think you're doing so good until that one day where it just pop up on you and come out of nowhere. Like, you know what? What you do, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before in my other videos, like the devil sitting on your shoulder, whispering in your ear, like, you know what? It ain't gonna tell you. It ain't gonna help you. Just go get you a scratch off, bro. You know you're bored. Let's just figure out. It's just, you know what I'm saying? We might win. You know what I'm saying? That's just that devil, just, or that evilness. If you don't believe in the devil or God, it is evil. I know everybody believes in evil because there's evil everywhere. Evil part of this world, but that's that evilness in your ear trying to get you back into them old behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Back into that old, you know what I'm saying, way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they will sit dormant. So you sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, or sitting around not even just feeling sorry for yourself, because you could just feel great. You know what I'm saying? You just like, oh, I'm straight. I'm just bored. You know, I'm not depressed or anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just bored. I don't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, let me go grab a drink, or let me go do this, let me go do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, it's going to be like that, guys. It's going to try to get you. You know what I mean? So, like I said, winter is dangerous, guys. This is something that we all should be aware of, because this is the most time that you're gonna want to fuck around and relapse. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest about the situation. You know what I mean? Because like I said, multiple reasons. It's cold outside. You want to stay in the house. You don't have nothing to do because there's only so much stuff you can do in your house. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, although it's cold outside, you need to force yourself out to go outside and do something. I'm not saying go play in the snow. You know what I'm saying? We too grown for that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, even still, I mean, maybe so. Go play in the snow with your kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Little brother and sister or whatever the case may be. I mean, go back and get back to that child. You know what I'm saying? You being, with no worries. You know what I'm saying? Build a snowman. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Go sledding. You know what I'm saying? Just get yourself out there doing something that you not used to doing. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna change your mental status, your mental state about how you feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing to think about, guys, because at the same time, like I said, once we all know this one thing, if we just take that first drink or we take that first scratch off or we take that get off our diet, which we've been going and supposed to be doing, or whatever, like I said, whatever the case, whatever your addiction is and you're in recovery for, you know what I'm saying? That's all we need is that one time. Then after that, we off to the races. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you're not able to come back from doing. You know what I'm saying? If you slip up, because slip ups will happen. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to give everybody tools to try not to do that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you never know. Yes, you can come back from that. Absolutely, if you strong willed and you know what I'm saying, God knows that, I have, made mistakes before. I made mistakes and I've came back, so it is possible, and I know people that haven't, so I'm not saying it's not possible. But what I'm saying is you never know. You know what I mean? It can take, it take you 10 years to come back out of that. It can take you a week. It may take you a weekend. It may be only one night. It don't matter, bro. It's just the whole point of you never know. It's a gamble. You know what I'm saying? That's messing with your life. You taking risks with your life when you do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know that it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be honest. I know it happens. This, like I said, this is disease. All whatever you addicted to and you're in recovery for it, whatever that addiction is a disease for you. And for a disease, it will lay dormant, like I said, for however long. And when it don't never go away. It's not never going to go away. This is going to be a fight for the rest of your life. But as long as we got these tools to help each other to get out of this situation, then you know what? We can win this battle. You know what I'm saying? We can win this war, for real. And that's what I'm trying to explain right now. I'm trying to let you know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling you anything. You guys can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to try to help you out and try to give you my input on what I feel. You know what I'm saying? How I've been getting through these hard times or getting through the winter. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, most of the times I don't feel like doing nothing either. You know what I'm saying? But I have to every once in a while make myself get up and do a video, or make myself get up and wash the dishes, or clean, or sweep, or go to the store for diapers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like going out there and that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or go handle my business with my kids or whatever. Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to make yourself get up and go out there. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you're out there for 5-10 minutes, guess what? You in the fresh air. You get the fresh air. You get to be around other people. You know what I'm saying? And you may not even like the people. Like when I got to go see my probation officer, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to really see her. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't want to see them people at that court. But at the same time, though, it is different people than just sitting in your house and being alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing. So, always remember that. Always be trying to get out there and do new things, guys. Don't be sitting on the couch because it's winter time and you depressed and stuff like that. Because like I said, it's dangerous for us, and that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Winter, it's all kinds of dangerous in winter. It's all kinds of dangers. You know what I'm saying? So always be mindful of that. You know what I mean? I love y'all. And I hope y'all are having a good, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving and stuff like that. Ate pretty good, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. And I hope y'all went around family and enjoyed yourselves. And that's just what it is. Now, I love y'all so much. And you already know what I always say. I'm super, 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 super proud of you. Especially y'all that's out there doing well and getting out there and getting some exercise and getting some stuff going on and all that stuff. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I love y'all. Peace.